Alright, looking at the midway season stats. Garoppolo, 2,267 yards, 14 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Our running game's still kind of looking a little weak. I ain't gonna lie, we're looking a little weak. Only 1 touchdown for Raheem Mostert. George Kittle really stepped it up. Lately he's been getting over 100 yards in each game. Still no touchdown though, but Deebo Samuel's stealing all the touchdowns. Brandon Ayuk is just going off. Good rookie. Defense. Who leads us in tackles? Fred Warner, of course. And Kawan Alexander. Sacks. It's going to be D4. Yeah, he's been a monster lately. Having Nick Bosa back, he's been getting back there a few times. Javon Kinlaw, seeing him a few times. Of course, Richard Sherman for interceptions. Jimmy Ward, Fred Warner, Tart, Akello. Yeah, it's really good. How about forced fumbles, actually? I know we have a few on this team. Richard Sherman has one, and Eric Armstead. Kicking, we have a pretty good thing. Attempted 18, made 13, so decent average. Punting, yeah. Kick returns, our rookie. Punt returns, our rookie. And that's the midway season stats. Alright, going into week 10 against the Seattle Seahawks, our division leaders. As we are still second place. That tie would have been better for a win, but the tie still keeps us in second. As now we're going to have to face Russell Wilson and the good Seattle Seahawks. I think one thing we need to do in order to win this game is stop the quarterback from running. We seem to be letting quarterbacks run all over us if they're a rushing type quarterback, so I think that's what we're going to have to change going into this game, as it's a divisional rivalry.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks as they match up with Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback in his 8th season now in the league, Russell Wilson.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Now Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. From the 41, Wilson, complete here, it's Hyde. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
Jaworski Tartt came out of Samford University in Alabama, and he is a guy who is an absolute flash at the safety position.
This complete to Lockett. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards that time. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. And for this offense, yellow highlighter around Trent Williams.
As well there should be. A Pro Bowl, all-pro type of a left tackle. So mobile, you could also see him as a tight end. This guy is a terrific football player.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. Morris fighting. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nick Bosa providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm going to hit you all day.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
We got this.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a run with Hyde. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And they've got the hookup. This is Olsen. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Garoppolo now. And that's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They run high. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Week 10 in the NFL coming to a close tonight. Not too early to look ahead to Week 11. We've got Thursday night football to get us started. The Dog Pound going to be alive and barking. The first meeting of the year between the Steelers and the Browns. And since the Browns came back to Cleveland, the Steelers are 34-6-1 against their rivals. Browns trying to stem that tide. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing is Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And the Seahawks on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Niners on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw is Garoppolo. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Wilson throwing again. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. There's Garoppolo to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. He's got it at the 15. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. It was Jaron Reed who got him down. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Here we go. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. That time a 6-play drive, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Hyde.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Here we go.
Now Wilson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners. Guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. From the 31, Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
On first down, Morris. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4, Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up, and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's a handoff to begin the drive to Morris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nazir Jones cruises in for the sack. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
This complete to Lockett. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Short throw to Disley, and he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A throw complete to Dorsett. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Here's Hyde on the draw. And he'll be brought awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Shreds the tackle, and he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They will run again with Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Niners on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this...
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now it's Wilson. He finds his running back, Hyde. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dee Ford make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Morris. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Coleman. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Garoppolo now. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones. Wilson, it's caught. Lockett. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Jason Myers for the Seahawks field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He's at the 40. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now the 2nd down throw on target. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll run on first down. Hyde. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. tied. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They begin the drive with Coleman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Here we go.
What can Garoppolo do now with his drive? And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
We got 4.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. On 1st down, it's Coleman. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the 49ers, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.